Merry Christmas, everyone! It's Santa! Just kidding, it's me, Miss Caitlin. I can't believe it. The day is finally here. Today, we have such a huge reason to celebrate. It's like we read in our memory verse, Luke 2:11. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you, and He is Messiah, the Lord. Last week on Sunday, you heard all about how Jesus was born. When the time was right, God sent an angel to a young woman named Mary to tell her that she would have a son, God's own son, Jesus. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, in a place where the animals stayed, and He was laid in a manger, which is what we celebrate today. But what happened next was just as amazing, and the Kids Team is here to tell you about the finish to the incredible story, in which we'll be playing all the parts. So STF Kids is proud to present Over the Hills and Everywhere.
In the fields outside Bethlehem, shepherds were watching over their flocks of sheep.
Ah, what a peaceful evening. Isn't that right, Fluffy?
Meh! Easy, boy. Let's not disturb this sweet, quiet night. Now, it's important to remember that shepherds were considered pretty ordinary people. They were just out there doing their job. They probably wouldn't have been the first ones you'd expect to hear the biggest news in history. But God did announce the news about Jesus to these shepherds. God sent an angel to them who said,
"Do not be afraid. I bring you good news. It will bring great joy for all of the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. Here is how you will know I am telling you the truth. You will find a baby wrapped in strips of cloth and lying in a manger."
Fluffy, do you hear what I hear?
Meh! Right. Suddenly there was a huge group of angels who appeared and praised God together. They said,
"May glory be given to God in the highest heaven, and may peace be given to those He is pleased with on earth."
Then the angels left and returned to heaven. You can imagine what the shepherds said next.
Let's go to Bethlehem. Let's see this thing which has happened that the Lord has told us about.
The shepherds were so excited to see the Savior that they rushed off to find Him. We're not sure if Fluffy came along, but we do know that the shepherds found Jesus with Mary and Joseph. Jesus was lying in the manger just as the angel had said. The shepherds were so excited that they left there and told everyone about what they had seen. Everyone who heard what the shepherds said was amazed at this incredible news. They were so excited to know that the Savior, the one they were waiting for, was finally here. In the middle of all this celebration, Mary kept everything that had happened in her heart, like a secret treasure. The shepherds didn't keep the news about Jesus to themselves. They were so excited that the Savior had come that they went out and told everyone they knew. You see, Jesus' birth was good news of great joy for all the people, including us today.
I can't even imagine what it would have been like for the shepherds that night when they saw all those angels and heard the good news about Jesus. And the shepherds didn't just keep that good news to themselves. They rushed off to see Jesus, and they found that everything the angel had said was true. Then they went out to tell everyone that the Savior had come. You see, the story of Jesus is so good that everyone should hear about it. Jesus didn't just come for a small group of us. Jesus came for all of us. He came to be the Savior of the whole world. And that's our bottom line for today. The good news is for everyone. The good news isn't just that Jesus was born. When Jesus grew up, He showed us what God is like. He showed us how to love God and love others. And then He died on the cross to take on the sin and brokenness of the whole world. Because He took on that punishment in our place, we can be forgiven. God raised Jesus to life. And now anyone who chooses to accept that gift of forgiveness and follow Jesus can have a relationship with God that will last forever. That's good news, don't you think? It's the best news ever. So how can we share this good news of Jesus with others? We can tell people about Jesus like the shepherds did. We can talk about how Jesus has changed our lives for the better. We can share about how Jesus, with the way that we treat others too. When we treat others the way we want to be treated, we can show the love of Jesus with our actions, not just our words. Can you think of someone you can share this good news with? As we wrap up our story, think about this. God showed us how much He loves us when He gave us the greatest gift, Jesus. And because of what Jesus did for us, we can have peace with God, joy in any situation, and hope no matter what happens. This is good news, and it's for everyone. So talk about this as a family. How has the good news changed your life? We've had so much fun celebrating Christmas with all of you, and hey, good news! Now you get to keep the celebration going with your family. We love you!
Merry Christmas!